The air was thick with dust and foreboding. It was July of the year 1187. The Crusader army set out from their camp at Sephoria. Knights, foot soldiers. They were a river of steel. They were a river of faith, gleaming under the unforgiving Levantine sun. Their goal was Tiberius, besieged by the forces of Saladin. King Guy of Lusignan made a fateful decision against seasoned counsel. They left behind the safety of their springs, the last reliable water they would see. A gamble born of pride and of desperation. They marched into the desert and into their doom. The land itself was an enemy, offering no relief. Metal grew hot to the touch, cooking men in their armor. Each step an effort, each breath a struggle. Saladin was more than a warrior. He was a master strategist, a student of his enemy and of the land itself. Tiberius was bait to draw King Guy from safety. The real prize was the Crusader army itself. Saladin's plan was simple and brilliant. Use the desert as the primary weapon. Skirmishers would sting, slow, and shepherd the foe. Deny them water. Force them toward a waterless basin. He manipulated movement into a prepared killing ground. His men were supplied, rested, acclimated. Below, discipline frayed under heat and thirst, a trap made of heat, thirst, and geography. The stage was set for a decisive confrontation. The sun climbed, a merciless white-hot fire. Thirst seized every man, throats raw, voices failing. Their water was gone, or undrinkable. Bodies failed under the brutal heat. The armored suffered most of all. Morale shattered as heat gnawed at will. Saladin's riders harried them without pause. Casualties mounted, confusion spread. Salvation in sight, blocked by Saladin's army. The night brought no relief, only thirst and despair. By morning, they were hollowed-out men. The army ceased to be a force. Only sufferers remained, surrounded and broken before the battle truly began. Saladin's cruel strategy worked to perfection. As they struggled toward the horns of Hattin, Saladin tightened his grip. Fresh, well-supplied forces sealed every exit. A ring of steel closed around them. Escape was cut off. On every ridge, the Sultan's colors fluttered. The trap was sprung. Saladin ordered fire set to the scrubland around them. Thick, acrid smoke billowed, stinging eyes, choking throats. The heat of the flames joined the sun, an inferno. Saladin's fire burned hotter than the sun. Even the air turned against them. Water was wasted before dying men, a final blow to hope. Probing charges tested, tired, and wore them down. The military orders held a desperate perimeter around the sacred relic. Discipline held, but strength dwindled. Saladin watched and waited for the final, crushing blow. With his army near collapse, King Guy chose a suicidal charge. They summoned the last of their strength. Lances leveled, they surged forward. Saladin's formations parted, then closed to isolate and cut down. War horses failed. Knights were pulled down and overwhelmed. Not a battle, a slaughter. The flower of chivalry fell in dust and fire. Raymond saw a chance and charged. The line opened. Raymond escaped to the coast. Around the true cross, the last stand formed. Courage of despair met an unyielding tide. The hill was overrun. The battle was over. The Crusader army ceased to exist. By sunset, the cross had fallen. The dust settled. Battle cries faded to the groans of the dying. Utter devastation. Thousands dead and thousands captive. Bright standards ground into bloody dust. The true cross taken, paraded, and sent to Damascus. The king drank. Others found no mercy. Renaud de Chatillon died by the Sultan's hand. A strategic masterpiece, terrain, climate, and pride turned into weapons. With the field army destroyed, the kingdom lay open. Acre, Sidon, Beirut fell in turn. The road to Jerusalem stood wide. Hattin became legend, warning and testament to Saladin's genius. Lured into a furnace, drained of strength, and destroyed utterly. The trap at Hattin sealed the fate of the first kingdom of Jerusalem.